All right, guys, happy Monday. My name's Brad Miller, and I have the pleasure of being one of the hosts for our Monday night health huddle. We do this every single week at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're in the middle of a series, and I'll get to that in a second. And we're talking about healthy community in that series, and this is one of those pieces. The people you surround yourself really play a big role in not only your health, but in your healthy mind and in your demeanor day to day. So congratulations on plugging in a place that helps you hit your goals, puts you set up for success, and around other people that are doing the same thing that you desire to do, which is to move forward in your health. So again, each week we do this call, and we're just glad that you're here. And I'll open it up to just some victories. If anyone wants to share here and pop in here in a moment, get ready to unmute yourself. But basically, one, if you're new, we want to welcome you. We're just a bunch of people that are taking on our health one week at a time, and we say that your optimal health begins each week. So it's not something you just set once and forget, because anything that matters in your life takes work, effort, and elbow grease, and that's how the fun happens. So we do this every single Monday. We cover a topic of health, and right now we're in the middle of a 4-week series. We're in the middle of a challenge. So you might be in the meltdown challenge. You might be just challenging yourself to some personal goals that are in our Facebook groups and just that you've set with your health coach, or you might have just logged in because you just got started on your plan and you're just diving in because this is one of the first things to do. Either way, wherever you're at, we want to welcome you today, and this should be some good information for you. So before I kick off, does anyone have any victories or anything they just want to share from this week about their clients or themselves? Nothing is too small or too big. So who wants to share something this week? I think someone unmuted themselves. Who wants to go?
Hey, Brad, I will.
Go for it, Billy.
Hey, Brad, this is Bill. Hey, in Spokane, we have this big race. It's called Bloomsday. You probably heard about it, and it's been going on for about 40 years now, and I've never, ever done it. Well, this year I did it. It was my first year doing it, and I made it through, and I survived, and it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome, man. Because how much are you? Not that it's all about weight loss, but what's changed in your health, and how come that was so awesome for you?
Well, I'm about 70 pounds lighter, off all of my medications. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you went out and did it, and just celebrating your healthy body and moving forward in your health every single day, because it's not just about weight loss.
Totally, it's healthier choices, and it's a lot easier doing those, being 70 pounds lighter. And I actually surprised myself, doing better than I thought that I would.
Oh, that's awesome. Probably felt good to get active. Healthy motion was one of our topics a few weeks ago. And once you get started on it, it's kind of addicted, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Oh, man, that's so big. Congrats, Billy. You're doing awesome, man. Proud of you. Thanks for sharing. All right, let's see if anyone else wants to share. We'll do one more before we hop into tonight's topic.
I'll share.
All right, go for it.
This weekend, we went to somebody else's house for dinner, and I was able to pick and choose the healthier things and stick with the plan and even resist the dessert. So that was a big victory for me.
Oh, that's huge. An unplanned dinner. That's the thing that not that our success is built on one day or, one day on or one day off, but sounds like you went in on a plan, had a plan, figured it out. And I'll ask you 2 questions on that. One, Megan, congrats. That's so cool. But
Thank you.
what was some of the tips? Because I think we all face that, just being mindful in that idea just brings up a lot of good tips for people, because I'm sure we all have things going on as the sun comes out. But what were one tips or a few tips you would give people that helped you be successful on that? And how did you feel afterwards? Those are the 2 questions I got for you.
Well, I felt great afterwards. I was so proud of myself. The biggest thing that helped me stick to that was from one of the videos on the Health Challenge website last week, which was talking about the Stop Challenge 2s. So that was a huge help for me. It's just really stuck with me this week since hearing that, and I just keep it in mind anywhere I go, or anytime somebody else is eating something around me that isn't on the plan, and then I'm tempted to eat. So that was the biggest help for me.
I love it. Congratulations. Well done. And no one ever regrets making a healthy choice. So well done.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we'll jump into tonight's topic, but that's man, Billy, great. Megan, that's a great one right there, is stop, challenge, choose. That's one of the things Dr. A talks about in the Habits of Health. And it's just being mindful, about where you're wanting to go. And and what you want to accomplish, and just practicing that, just like healthy habits. And really that, Megan, seriously amazing. That literally like embodied like everything we wanted to talk about, as we move forward in our health. So we're in that 6-week series, and I know many of you guys are challenging yourself, your health to a next level. I mean, we're always moving our health forward every single day, but we decided to cover this in unison because there's so many great topics that really just make up the core fundamentals of just living a healthy lifestyle. So we went over our first week of just how to be a goal setter and how important it is to have goals, small goals, big goals, little goals, even, just evening out goals, and having a plan for eating out and navigating parties. So just how important that is. Healthy fueling. We went into a little bit in depth on what actually happens inside of our bodies, why we do it this way, how it works long term, and how it really, where it plays a role in how we lose weight and maintain weight and just function optimally. We also went into healthy motion, how that works into it, how to go about doing it, how it looks different for everybody, and also just being mindful of it. Like, increasing activity increases hunger. So, I mean, many of you guys are down weight, maybe not thought about exercising before. If you're not thinking about it, man, it makes your appetite go up. So just again, being mindful of different things. This week, because we're practicing it right now. So congrats to all of you guys for just being online. We're talking about healthy community. And this actually plays a bigger role because, everyone thinks it's usually about what you eat or how hard you exercise, but it's really all these things all together. So I just have some general thoughts tonight as we're jumping into this, and have a few people that are just going to speak on what they've done on this in their life, tips that they have, and different things they've implemented and things that they've helped people with. So, we're making a shift through this season because every day is a new day to look to a new horizon. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So if we want better results in our life and to move forward and that those wins from just, hitting new highs and whatever it is we're working towards, we have to do things that are different and outside our comfort zone. And setting ourselves up for success, like Megan, looking to set yourself up for success, it was easy. Anything's possible. And just having a plan and just constantly focusing on moving forward. So tonight's topic is about healthy community. We're going to hit it from a few different topics here, but just basically some thought process on this. You guys are here tonight. You guys are around other people. When you hear other people focusing on their health, focusing on living on purpose, focusing on bettering themselves, doesn't matter what it is. If you are like the 5 people you spend your time or that you spend the most time with. So, I heard that early on. Actually, oddly enough, I had never heard that before coming into Take Shape for Life and addressing my health. And it really stuck with me because, they either drag you down or lift you up. And the people you spend the time with, that they have that effect on you. It doesn't matter how strong-willed you are, how positive a thinker you are. It wears on you. So just kind of thinking about that today because you are like them. Even scientific studies show that, if you, more than your genes, more than your family history, more than all of those things, you are more likely to be unhealthy, overweight, or whatever the scenario is that regards to health with the people you surround yourself by. And also, guys, tip on this. This might blow your mind. It also includes social media. It's not just who you are physically in contact with. It's basically what feeds into your mind daily by the relationships you have. And again, I'm just going to kind of go unplugged on this topic because it's one of my most favorite topics. Is they interviewed over dozens of centurions, people that have lived and thrived over 100 years in life. And one of their main things that boil down on everything that they do is that they have purpose and good, meaningful relationships in their life, because that's really what drives us at the end of the day. So this is just a thought for you today as we go through this. Who are you surrounding yourself with? What are the different things that you take part in? Not just, one-on-one friendships. What are different things that you plug yourself into to, be raised up in thought process? Just a bunch of different things that I've heard over the year that have really resonated with me is that, people you surround yourself, sometimes they either light up a room when they enter or they light up a room when they leave, so just being around the people that help you be better. I'm trying to think other things that have really stood out to me on this topic. I think we've all had those situations in life where people drag us down, bring drama into our life. And I was going to speak a little bit more to the actual health side of this. Let's just take it to our health here for a moment. The people you surround yourself and to continue to be around, they're going to inspire you or bring you down based on whatever they're doing in their life. You are going to be most like those people you surround yourself with. So are they encouraging you on the aspirations you have in your life, or do they nitpick or not lift you up? Do they sabotage you? Do they these are just things to just be thinking about. Do they inspire you? Do the people around you think bigger? Do the things you plug into make you think bigger? So again, these are relationships. These are these calls right here that we're talking about. We've heard a bunch of people have victories in their health this week. That drives us all to be better. So, but also on this, like if people are dramatic in your life, or, always focusing on the negative, or, not very supportive of you, that actually adds stress to your life. So besides just those basic things that I was talking about, we're talking about a physical day-to-day situation. If people are adding stress to your life, that increases your cortisol levels. It makes you more hungry. It makes you less focused and more susceptible to give into cravings. So you may just think you're just around, you have a person that's just maybe not so nice, but that wears on you over time. And that can actually add up a little bit over time, because that person could be the person that drags you down one day and just has it all coming down. Or that could be the person that you choose to spend your time with that lifts you up in your weak moments. So again, I don't really have any specific things on this, except just be mindful of those people. Just, close your eyes for a second and think about the people that make you feel good, that support you in what you want to accomplish, and what it feels to be around people that are uplifting. It feels really good. And just like any habit of health, when you make it a point to be mindful and put yourself in those situations, it makes health overall easy. So, I was going to do an exercise here where you just name 10 of your, people that you spend the most time with, and kind of make you, and this is actually something that would be good for you guys to do. If you have some time after this call, write down the people that you are most influenced by, who you most physically spend the most time with, who you may surround yourself most with, and just kind of ask yourself, do they inspire me? Do they want me to be the best version of myself? Do they encourage me when I'm down? Do they, all of those things that are going to lend to positivity, or do they drag you down? Bring in problems, focus on negativity? Do they bring drama into your life? Do they bring that cortisol level up in your life? So just being mindful, again, because just like everything we talk about, these are just little things that we take on one day at a time that put ourselves in better situations. So that's pretty much what I got for you guys. And if you haven't, there is a health assessment that you can take. It's our wellness evaluation. And there's a whole section on healthy mind. And I just wanted to throw this up here real quick. Because one, if you haven't taken this is on your health coach's website. There's a whole form you can fill out. And it just kind of helps you wow, look at all the areas of health. Because, health is not just what we eat, our body size, how much we exercise. It's really a whole state of being. And then also one plays into the other. So in the healthy mind section of this, how are most of your relationships? How is your work? And what kind of attitude do you bring to work? What kind of attitude do you get coming out of work? How much meaning and purpose do you have in your life? How much meaning and purpose do you have when you surround yourself with the people you generally surround yourself with? Do you take time to be around or to be in spiritual time? Do you have community and service? And are you surrounded by people that do the hobbies and fun that you want to have? So that's just some thoughts that I have there. And again, Dr. Ray talks about optimal health being a journey, taking one habit one day at a time. And this is one of those habits, because I think everyone here that hopefully from what I've gone over, you guys have all probably thought of a few people that drag you down, and that you will, doesn't mean you have to get rid of these people in your life, mind you. Like some of these people, it's family. You can't get rid of some family members, but you can be mindful to how it affects you. And you can also be mindful to surround yourself with more positive people. And you can also be mindful to be more positive influence on those people that obviously need that influence in their life. So I was actually going to just unshare my screen here and kind of turn it over to a couple people that I know do this really well in their life. So I was actually going to turn it over to first Denise Heinrichs. Denise, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, Brad.
All right. So thank you for being one of the people that lift me up in my life and being a healthy community. But this has been huge for you. Tell people a little about your health journey and just some tips that have helped you on this, and anything you'd like to share on this topic with people, because I know this has been huge for you.
It is, Brad, and it's a real honor, because this is just a huge part of my journey is my healthy community. It keeps me on track, and even though I have been in maintenance now for over 3 years, I still plug in every Monday. When I started my journey, I just sat on the couch and I had no purpose. I really didn't want to get ready and go anywhere. I was on 22 medications. I didn't feel good. But now I can't wait to get up and start my day, because I've lost 100 pounds and I've learned how to keep it off. I'm no longer on those 22 medications. I plug in every Monday to get my cup filled. I'm staying off those medications. I am not going back. And each and every one of you are a part of that for me in inspiring me and keeping me on track, because there's something that I walk away with that during the week inspires me. And as a nurse practitioner, I know that the studies show that we as humans need support. Why do you think we have you come back in for a checkup a couple weeks later? Because we want to check on you and see how you're doing and see that you're moving forward and getting better. So that's just like with your health coach. You check in. The phone works both ways. So if you don't get that phone call or you don't pick it up, you're hiding from them, you know, reach out. They want to help you. And I promise they won't beat you up, but they're just going to love on you and help you find what would really, really work well. You know, just like Bill and Megan. How exciting. They made healthy choices and they're excited about their health moving forward. And like Brad was talking about the cortisol, well, the opposite of that would be the serotonin and the dopamine response. Just think of that when your grandchild or your child comes up and gives you a hug and how wonderful that feels. And when you make that healthy choice and then you step on the scale, you can just do that happy dance. And that's when that dopamine serotonin response comes in. And that can just keep playing over and over again and have a long, healthy life. And so thanks for being a part of my journey. You guys really inspire me.
Awesome, Denise. I love it. And you know what? I just left it open for you to talk on this subject because you're so incredible at it. But I love that you talked about the chemical responses in our body because, again, tapping into community has a bigger role. When you are stressed out or brought down by the people around you, like they're not helping you, you produce cortisol and it ups your stress and it does not help you have a healthy position in your body. But when you hug people or around people that you like or that lift you up, you get dopamine and you get serotonin. And those are chemicals that basically can help you describe the feeling of being happy and being uplifted. Have you ever felt good when you hit a goal? Have you ever felt left a party or left a group of friends and just left on a high? Those are the chemicals that are in your body. That feeling where you feel down, stressed, that kind of icky feeling from the people you're around, that is cortisol in your body. So I love that you went there because I love that. When I learned about that, I was like, no way, my body does that. So again, healthy community is huge. Listen to Nurse Denise. She says be in healthy community. So one more last one tonight. Again, another person that's a big part of my healthy community. I was going to turn it over to Lori. Lori, what's your tips on this subject and how big has this been for you? Because I know this is a big one that has been a part of your health journey.
Yeah, thanks, Brad. I love this topic because it's made all the difference in the world for my success, honestly. I mean, everything I've ever tried to do in the past was just me doing it by myself. But what I've gotten through this program is just having that sense of community. And I really had to take a close look at my life and the people that I was surrounding myself with. And I realized that, you know what, I kind of have to make some changes here. I looked at the way my husband and I lived our life. When we went out with friends, it was dinner and movie and popcorn and all of those things. And that's so great. However, we were centering all of our fun and our activities around food, things that were making us unhealthy. So we thought that was creating that happiness, but yet it was creating the reverse effect. So one thing that has really made a difference for us is that we've really started saying, you know what, if we want to have a healthier community, we've got to create a healthier community. So we kind of thought outside of the box. Sometimes some of our closest friends maybe aren't the ones that are going to give us that encouraging health if they're not in that place in their life. So some things that we did is we started going in our church and we started creating hikes and inviting people to join us and do things that we wanted to do that was going to support us on our health goals. And just taking it from a perspective of you guys each get to create your own experience of what you're wanting to get out of this program for yourself. Are you all in or are you only halfway in? What are you willing to do and make changes in your life that are going to give you those long-term results? Are you looking for extraordinary results or just mediocre? So surround yourself with successful people that are making these things happen in their life. This healthy community is just amazing. I can't get enough of it. 3.5 years later, I'm still here every Monday night as well, just like Denise. I can't get enough. I have friends and clients and people come to my house every month or so, and we do lean and greens, and we exchange recipes, and we have fun. If it's not fun, it's not worth doing. So make it fun, enjoy the journey, create, be a leader in your community, invite your friends to join you, go on hikes, get out there, enjoy and create the experience you're looking to create, because it's amazing when you're doing it with other people. So
I love that, Lori. Really good thoughts there. And I think that's a really good way to wrap it up, because again, guys, just like optimal health, it's not about being perfect or being not perfect. And we're certainly not telling you to get rid of anyone in your life right off the bat that this might not be, because some of them could potentially be family or work buddies that you cannot get away from. We're just saying, just like optimal health, more optimal days than not. Are you moving forward, even if it's just one tiny inch? So this week, I'd encourage you guys just to be mindful of this. How does it make you feel when you surround it? Is it a habit that you're building into your life? Like Denise said, she makes this health huddle every single Monday. Every time I have a chance to see her, I never miss a chance to see Denise, and she never, I'm so blessed. Like she doesn't seem to ever miss a chance to see me, and I'm so thankful for that. So I guess the last thing I would leave you guys here tonight, guys, is, I had you guys think about some people in your life, but I'd like you to envision one last thing with me. Think about the last time someone made you feel really good, inspired, to step outside and be a best version of yourself, that helped you feel really good about who you are and inspired you to reach for new heights, maybe something that you never thought possible. You guys all know that feeling. We've all had that feeling. And hopefully it's something that happens to you on a daily basis or very often. But that feeling, you know what that feeling is. And just like any habit, work on having more of those situations, more of those relationships, more of habits that put you in that situation more often. So with that being said, thank you guys for being that for me and for that for everyone else. Let's go have a great week, and let's put this habit of health into motion. Talk to you guys later, and have a great week.